Da da ba ba da dum. Da da ba da bow bow da bow bow bow. Da da ba da bow. Ba ba da bow bow. Ba ba da da ba da da bow bow bow. Okay. Are we live? Sup, Martin? How are you going? Please tell me if you can hear my voice and the music, and if the levels are okay. I have been working with my audio today. Hello. I've been working with my audio today. Shisha, sup? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. You've made it to the JJ Lin, the JJ Lin one. Sup, Charles? How you doing? You right? I've been trying to improve my audio with the live streams today. So what I need to do is I'm gonna play the first track, and I want you to tell me if you can hear the music and if the music is an okay like level with my voice. Because if it's not, we can fix it. But it's going to be decidedly more difficult for me to fix it after the stream. Okay? So if the voice and the audio match well, let me know. I'll go get my phone loaded up. Because I'm going to actually have it I'm going to listen back to the stream as well and check if it matches, because you never know, right? It's just my mic would distort, you know, and I don't want there to be any kind of grossness today. I want it to be a nice stream that makes sense, you know? Okay. Yeah, no, it sounds good. I can hear it through my phone. I can hear it. Music is a bit low. Okay. Alright. Alright. You want the music's a bit low? Oh, okay. Alright. It's at 3. Yeah, no, I agree. How about now? Is 4 okay? I've turned it up a little bit. Is the volume better now? Because we got time. I just want to make sure this is done right. Because this will be settings I just set and forget for the rest of the live stream. I don't have to do this anymore. How about now? Because I can't put it up too much more than that. Can't put it up too much more than that. But we just got, yeah, it's all good. We'll get into the songs in a minute. Yeah. Oh, hang on. We'll keep it at 4, just to not confuse people. Yeah. Is this one okay? Okay. Good. Is the mix between my voice and the music better now? Because if it is, we can go. I just don't want people to feel as if could be higher. Okay. We're getting into testy territory here, because if I put it too much higher, I better now. Okay. I'm gonna go 5. And if it's a 5, how about now? Because I know from experience that 5 is quite loud. Is that okay? Yeah? I know for sure I can't raise it more than that, because I did testing with it. If I go here, because I know a lot of you guys look through your phones. You know what I mean? Five is great. I'm listening back too. 4 is looking like a strong contender. It's weird how much the volume changes between your headphones. 5 is better for instruments. How about now? Yeah, 5 is kind of spicy though, guys, because there'll be some times when I go back a little bit and it's difficult for me to hear that. 5 is better. No, actually, no, you guys got a point. You got a point. Alright. 5 it stays. After all, you guys watching this, you are the arbiters of whether or not it sounds good. You guys are listening on a variety of different devices, so it's good for me to listen. So we're going to keep it at 5. This should be good. We got the audio sorted. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your help. I'll go thank you for your help. The audio settings are very different to what I had previously, so I'm just glad we could figure it out together. Okay. I'm hoping that the audio of these live streams will be better in future, and we'll just continue. So, yeah, let's get into it without further ado. We'll give it another few minutes. Actually, we'll start 2 minutes gives people a chance to come in who have just become aware of this live stream. Yeah, we'll start in 2 minutes. Oh, my hair. Right. Yeah. I got a haircut. My haircut is this now. I realized that I was sick of having long hair, so I decided to get it cut. You know, people are generally happy with it. I'm still getting used to it. It's very weird not having hair down to my shoulders. But at the same time, you know, I think it's a good start. So what I'm going to have to do is obviously I'm going to have to redo all the thumbnails and stuff like that. You know, like I'm going to have to redo the thumbnails. But this is the first time in like a year I've had an actual haircut. Like, Chad, thank you. This is, it's been a long time since I've had an actual haircut, and I just kind of let myself go a little bit. Do you guys have moments where, you know, you're going through stuff in life, and you just let yourself go a bit? That was basically me up until like this week. I went to a barber I trimmed my beard myself. I have like a razor that I can use and little adjustments. And then I also went to a hairstylist yesterday. And initially I wanted to get like a mid-length cut or like a shorter cut. I've never had this before. Like, this is really soft. Like, this is very soft. So like, this is fun. But yeah, I have a new haircut. And honestly, like, you know, I'm probably going to keep my haircut like this for a while. So I'm going to have to, like, redo the thumbnail images that I use for, like, videos and stuff like that. But yeah. Cool. Should be good. Should be good. People are going to, like, come and see the thumbnail. And they're going to be like, oh, he looks like a hippie. And then they're going to come in and I don't have that beard anymore. But it's cool. Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do this live stream. JJ Lin. People have been wanting me to do JJ Lin for a while. But we're doing it today. Sup, shooters. My name is Logan, aka Spiderhands, and welcome to an SB Livestreams Top 5 Spotify for JJ Lin. If we switch over to the main screen here, we have 5 tracks today. Yeah, absolutely, Tom. I'm keen to review more of Jay Chou's stuff as well. In fact, actually, we have Jay Chou's album We have J Chow's 7th album review next weekend. Yeah. So his next album review will be next weekend. So that's just something to look forward to, you know? So that's all good. But in the meantime, we're going to be checking out JJ Lin. We've got 5 tracks here. We've got JJ Lin and GEM. I don't know about you guys. I've had GEM on the brain on the brain for a long time. GEM is one of my favorite lady musicians at the moment. She's got a phenomenal voice. So I've got a Beautiful here. We've got Tashua. We've got Zhu Liang Aixing and Keiji Meiru Guo. If I'm not mistaken. So we're going to listen through each of these tracks from start till finish. And we're going to hear what we think. Thank you to Tom. I appreciate knowing that you'll be there. And yes, absolutely. Blue. Absolutely. That's the... I think so. I think that is it. Like, let's just double check. I don't want to screw it up. So, J Chow 7th album. Yep, Still Fantasy. Yep. So we're gonna be doing Still Fantasy next week. Yeah. So it should be fun. But yeah, let's get into it. So what do we have first? We had Beautiful. Shogin Xiang Wei Pinyin lyrics and English translation. So let's go. Let's do it. Track number 1. And again, if there's any audio issues, just let me know. But we've done the test in advance, so we should be good to go, okay? I love the pianos and the bell trees and the vocals here. It's such a gorgeous texture, and JJ Lin just introduces himself so nicely. We have reviewed this before, haven't we? We have reviewed this track before. But that's okay, I don't mind listening to it again. Again, these two are phenomenal together. There's fantastic chemistry between them. I love this orchestral backing as well. Like, there's a fairly typical sort of give and take thing between the two vocalists, JJ Lin and GEM, going on here. And they're both fantastic singers. You know, clearly the technique is there. These strings are a lovely touch here. This sounds like more of a ballad to me, especially considering the length of time that is. You know, the track is 4 minutes 40, right? Oh, I like the fact she's coming over like that. I like the fact we're not fully committing to the notes that we're resolving on with these vocal melodies. We're kind of sitting on top of them sometimes, or going down into them with a little vibrato there. The panning of the strings is fantastic as well. There's a nice coloration with some of those sections, but a minimalist approach as well, which sort of fills it out really sweetly. And the drums are nice and subtle at this point. They're there and they sidechain well, but they're not overwhelming or anything like that, you know? I mean, those like flawless legato passages that we have between them, and the eighth note groove on the drums, it's fairly minimalist, but again, just allows it to continue. And the bass is so nice and round in the mix as well. Oh, a little bit of tension in that chord progression there. That's cool. It's a fantastic harmony that we have going on here with these instruments. Like, you know, vocalists and the instruments. It's a lovely kind of warm serenade. Serenade? I don't know where we're going next, but it's, you know what's so crazy about this is that it feels like I've been listening to like for about 10 seconds. And the songs, we're already through like 3 minutes 18 of the track. JJ released his first English album last year. Is that right? Oh, okay. What was the album called? I assume it is, what's the album called? Martin? Or Martin? What's the album called? Be good to know. I legitimately would consider listening to it outside of reviews, primarily because I think that, I think that JJ Lin is, kind of like the whole package, Jenny, you know? I kind of feel the same way about, GM though, to be fair. There's nothing overly like, how do I say it? Thank you. I appreciate it. This is nice. To change up the phrasing of the vocal passages in this is beautiful. It's sensational. It really makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, because they could have easily just copied and pasted the phrasing of it, the rhythm of the vocals in this section. But for them to have bypassed that, to have moved past the traditional double chorus that a lot of musicians do at the end of these songs, is something that is truly within merit. And you know, they don't have to go this hard. It's a similar chord progression, don't get me wrong. It's not like we're revolutionizing it or doing these sort of crazy key signature changes, but the shimmer again, and the way that those strings fade out there, and again, I can't get over how subtle the drums are. You know, I'm used to drums punching you in the face, but in this instance, the production is almost flatlined it, not in the way that cripples the experience. But yeah, ultimately I've not got a lot of complaints about this first track. It's pretty well written. I don't know if I feel the same way I did when I first listened to it. I'd have to know what past Logan thought, but present Logan is happy with it. There's a sincere tenderness to the way this finishes, with that little piano arpeggio there. The little twinkle of the piano parts as well are a nice touch. And the way it just fades out is absolutely superb and sublime. Really, in actuality, I've got no complaints about this track. It's the fact that I am entertained by it equally the second time is something that is testament to the skill of the musicians involved, as well as the production and the producers involved. I'm not. It's always difficult to know how much I mean each of the musicians within a collaborator or a collaboration has in regards to the involvement with the creation of a track. Um, how much of what was heard then was JJ Lin? How much of what was heard then was GEM? This is a question that I'll probably never get the answer to. Past Logan had tears in his eyes listening to it. Well, I think past Logan resonated with it. And now I think that that's kind of, the thing is that present Logan has had a fantastic week. So I'm in a really good mood at the moment. But also present Logan, I think maybe because it's my second time with it, I just feel a little bit more like at peace. Like I know what I'm getting myself into with it, but I can still appreciate the quality of it. But I really appreciate being reminded of that, it just goes to show that we're all different in different situations, right? But that's a great, like, honestly, like, because I haven't listened to a lot of JJ Lin. This is a fantastic first impression, and something gives me the indication that we might be giving a few more hearts to a few of these other tracks today. But we will see. We will see, okay? Yeah, it does sound like a song where people are grieving and trying to sort of like cope with the situation, the scenario, the intensity of the atmosphere that they're in. It's the unique warmth of your eyes will not go out tomorrow. And I love that. It's such a beautiful line. It's like our eyes are on fire, right? I can feel the comfort that you didn't say it, more precious than what I lost. This line here, I think this is maybe what hit me, is I could feel what they were saying here with the rose in the palm of your hand, stabbed and unconscious. Like, wow, that hits like a train. Stabbed and unconscious. You deserve to be loved. Damn, man. I love the poetry and the imagery that they have invoked within these tracks. I will never get sick or tired of hearing it, because when music can be elevated by that. Sometimes you can get lost in the music, but I suppose in that case, if you're the kind of person that gets lost in the music, the lyrics are the icing on the cake. But obviously for me, who doesn't understand the language natively, it's so important to be able to sort of read it. So I appreciate all the lovely people that put the stuff online to sort of have a read through it, Clean up the tears, I am here, too false, too fickle, not perfect. The sky is getting dark and the heart is getting tired. Yeah. Don't be afraid, let go. You're fearless in this world. Stunning. Charming. Lovely. Lovely first track. Well done to both of them. I don't know how they are with each other in like real life outside of this track, but I get the impression that there is a fantastic chemistry between the two of them. And I love the fact that they made the song together. So well done to both GEM and JJ Lin for this. Although I say that knowing that I think that GEM doesn't go by GEM anymore. If I remember correctly, I think that GEM has changed her name, if I'm not mistaken, because of like issues with the record labels and stuff like that. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. In fact, I probably am wrong, because I remember hearing that, but I also didn't verify that information myself. So there's a chance that it could be incorrect. But anyways, Tashua, English translation. And thank you for like letting me know what Like You Do is. Is that on Spotify or is that somewhere else? Because I can see the discography. Here we go. It could be, yeah, Like You Do. Oh, awesome. So it's here. So this is it. Oh, they have Anne Marie and Steve Aoki. That's pretty dope. That's awesome, dude. I didn't even know that Steve Aoki was still going, but that's great that he's continuing to make music. He was huge back when I was in my late teens, early 20s, eh? But yeah, track number 2. Let's go. Let's do it. The somber strings. Again, he loves the strings, doesn't he? The piano as well is a nice touch. They have great textures that are very compatible together. That's cool, Martin. I'm glad you like it. I'm liking my time with it at this point too. Yeah. That vocal harmony and that second half of it, at the start of the second half of this phrasing, I've heard vocalists continue the solo stereo field route with it before and a little bit of extra oomph, but to have those extra vocal parts on the sides just gave it so much more presence and made it really special. Don't you just love how like his fingers glide across the keyboard? Those scale runs are not an easy thing to pull off, but he pulls them off so eloquently, so elegantly. You know, great musicianship. He doesn't need to include those extra notes there and vary the melodic phrasing of it. It would probably be acceptably palatable for him to just have the chords and occasional arpeggios, but he's trying to make it special. Now, that was an interesting thing there. That little bit that we just had there makes me wonder whether he was using an acoustic piano or an electric one. I'll go back a little bit. And there's no issue either way, but just we'll see if we can hear it. Can you hear ba? And like how that note stops immediately? That makes me wonder whether he either deadened the note to make it more of a sort of a staccato abrupt ending, or whether he's using like an electric keyboard or something like that. Again, no issues either way. Don't get me wrong. I suppose he'd be using the one of the pedals to sort of stop it. It just stops so suddenly. You know what I mean? Great finish to that. I wasn't expecting those last few chords in that progression, but like really smart move there, you know. The lyrics were written by Stephanie Sun. Is that right? Dude, Stephanie Sun. I want to listen to more of their stuff, eh? Are they? We've done a top 5 Spotify of Stephanie, haven't we? Have we done Stephanie's stuff before? Because if we haven't, well, wouldn't you like to know that I haven't planned out the top 5s for August yet? I haven't announced them. There is a few artists that are on the list. I suppose that should get prominence. No, we haven't. Oh. Well, maybe we need to. Maybe we need to do that. Maybe we need to listen through Stephanie Sun's material. Like, is Stephanie on Spotify? Stephanie. Oh, wow. Well, okay. Should we do Stephanie Sun? Yeah. Let's do it. I'll make a new Word document. Like, let's be live streams. Cool. Yeah. Stephanie Sun. One I really want to do, and I know this is unrelated to JJ Lin, so I'll keep it brief, is I really want to do Amazing Show. Amazing Show. Amazing Show. Are they on Spotify? Oh, they are. they're not super huge, but I would love to do Amazing Show. Amazing Show. I've heard their music before, and they're phenomenal. It would just depend on whether or not I could get lyrical translations for it, you know. Oh my goodness, have we not done Wang Li Home? Have we not? Dude, have we not? Man, there are a lot to do. I'm surprised with Wang, especially because Wang, I mean, I'm gonna trust you on that, but I'm pretty sure that I've done Wang before. I'm pretty sure I have, but I don't know. But we'll check it out anyways. Okay, that's something for me to sort of do afterwards. We'll continue with JJ Lin's material. Okay, that's cool. Well, if we have it, man, then I'll own that. That's cool. Again, that just means that, or serendipitously, it means that there's a lot more musicians for us to review, which is great. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with having more musicians to review. So thank you for letting me know. Oh, okay. Well, then that's totally fine. We'll do more, okay? It'll be all good. All right, I'll add Wang to the list. Wang. Who's Stone Roses? The Stone Roses. Jay Chow. We will be doing Jay Chow next week. Don't worry. I think that there would be there'd be issues if I didn't do Jay Chow. I just love how elegantly and eloquently JJ Lin hits these notes. Like, it's not even a struggle for him. And this technique, what he's pulling off on his pipes and the mic, is really not that easy. It's not that easy. It's not that easy to play, you know? You tell me more about the Stone Roses, David. JJ Lin did a Despacito cover when that song was trending. Nice. Nice, that's awesome. Was it as good as the original, or was it like better? You know? Yeah, I'm glad that you like the 9th track. That's fantastic, Tom. I dig that, man. He's really professional singer, Nick, the Walking CD. Albums are all great. Nice. Nice. That's awesome. Just before we continue, because I know I'm pausing a lot. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You know, you have to show some love to musicians who are as good live as they are in the studio. You know, that's a talent right there. So you just can't take that for granted. Okay, interesting choice to have the strings come in here. I like the fact that we're having those strings resonate and sync with the vocals. Yeah, they flutter up and down like butterflies. That falsetto is gorgeous, dude. Like, again, it's just so luscious. There's that again, that's vocal technique. To have that falsetto have presence there is not an easy thing to do without like sounding a little bit too breathy, you know? So pop, so sick. I'm not sure how to take that, David, but I'll take your word for it. What are we gonna do to elevate it before we finish? I'm gonna level with you guys on something important here. Well, not that important actually, because it's subjective. I think that JJ Lin is one of those musicians where one of the few exceptions. I usually like there to be other lead instruments in a mix. You know, this is angelic and pretty. This is what I kind of needed a little bit earlier. Not that I think it was worse because it wasn't earlier. JJ Lin is one of the few exceptions that I can think of where I'm like, yeah, having it thoroughly vocal oriented works. I often need like maybe like a little piano bit or like a guitar solo or like some drum fills or something to kind of keep myself interested and engaged in music. But I think because JJ Lin is such a charismatic, sort of interesting, is charismatic the right word? No, I don't think it is, because that would it's there's like an energy to it, but it's a different kind of energy. I'm glad that we have a little bit of space here just to appreciate the floaty sort of like piano melodies here and the fade out. Yeah, no, that's a strong second track here, you know. 57 million plays. Like there's a collective 117, 160, 220, about 260 million plays here. You know, there is a lot of attention in these songs, and I believe that I can understand there'd be a massive audience for this stuff, eh? I remember there was a piano solo in the song that was representative melody from his other song, Remember. Oh, so is it? Oh, so that's the point. That's the Easter egg. That's the thing where it's like, oh, I get it. We're connecting it with the other song. And if that's the case, then that's fine. That's really cool, because that's the kind of the missing ingredient I think I was needing. Because I know how capable JJ Lin is, at least from what I've experienced of him so far. So it's like, what is he gonna do to give it that little bit of X factor, you know? Although to be fair, that the song is well written, I don't really have any major complaints about it, you know. It's good. It's really good, man. We got She Says, Tashua. What do we got here, lyric wise? So, I mean, she says, right? Kissed by an angel. Yeah, I agree. I think that the strength of JJ Lin is definitely the voice. It's unique. It's palatable, whatever mood you're in. Thank you. Thank you for all these really interesting facts. Yeah, I kind of feel bad because it's taken so long for me to hear them out, you know. But I'm glad that we're here checking it out. How you doing, Jacob? You right? Having a good day? Having a good day today? It's good, man. Stay hydrated, yeah? Make sure to drink your water and get your vitamins, but like from food, you know. No. Be careful about the pills you take. Until the night falls, the fireworks won't be perfect. Oh, yeah, so there's that connection of the album. Cool. That's cool. A boy's coughing. A boy's coughing. A boy's coughing. I'm not sure how to take that. This is the power of the apostrophe, my dude. The power of the apostrophe. The fireworks won't be perfect when memories turn to ashes. So is this like about not trusting love and because it could be destroyed? You know? I just think I'm afraid of waking up. So we're just kind of paralyzed by the words and how they're affecting him. That's my take on that track, you know. I'm not sure where he's at with this other person, but like there is these the situation with the way they're communicating, and it's really getting to him, and he's just kind of writing it out to kind of figure out what to do next, I suppose. Really? See, I didn't know that. May. Dude, May has been popping up, man, in these live streams recently. 1900 mils per day. Now that's interesting, Elsie, because I got told it was 2 liters. And 1900 mils is 100 mils less than 2 liters, as I understand it. Hello, John. How you doing? If I am not mistaken, right? But not that I'm gonna. I think honestly, like I don't know about you guys. I get through like 2 or 3 of these, and they're like 750 mils. So that's roughly enough, isn't it? That's enough, right? That's all good. We're talking about water today during our JJ Lin Top 5 Spotify. Hello to everyone who's at the stream. Hopefully you guys are having a chill time. It's all good. If you guys have any questions about JJ Lin or the music, just feel free to let me know. If like the music and audio is kind of weird, let me know. We've been working. We did a test at the start. Hopefully, I haven't received any complaints, so I assume it's fine. Track number 3 though. Track number 3 though from JJ Lin is "Practice Loves." Oh, Blue Dinner Box, you're from California. What time is it for people in California at the moment? What time is it for people in California for the moment? And sup, Fei Sheng? Welcome to the channel. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing, people who have subscribed today. We're going to be doing more of these top 5s in future. There's a few good bands and acts that I think we're going to do in August. And also, just while I remember, Jay Chow album 7 is next weekend, okay? So we're going to be reviewing Jay Chow's 7th album. Oh, wow. Thank you. Well, I'm glad it's not too late for you guys over there, you know? Oh, wow. Tom, you're a legend. All right. I better keep it moving then. I don't want you to be staying up all night, okay? So we got a "Practice Love." Zhu Lian Ai Xing. Eventually I'll learn to pronounce it. It's just practice, right? Is it? Is just practice, or is there extra sass or sauce you need, you know? I'm loving the guitar in it at the moment. You know, honestly, I think that guitar and piano at the same time is underrated. If you get the EQing right when you're doing guitar and piano at the same time, it sounds beautiful. You know what I mean? It sounds wonderful. Lots of brightness and pristine prettiness there. Let the bass elements come in later on, you know? I mean, it's a bit of a ballsy move, to be fair, because JJ Lin's vocals are in that higher range. So having the piano, the guitar, and JJ Lin up in the mid-highs, it's a tricky situation to be in, but I nonetheless think that they managed to nail it, partly because of his vocal technique and also because of the production. Studio production, you know, which is exquisite. You a night owl, Tom? Hey, man. It's so good. I was up at 3 a.m. most nights until I started going to the gym at 7. Going to the gym at 7:30 in the morning, it forces you to go to sleep at 11 p.m. at night. Dude, I love that gradual development with those lead guitars as well. It's such a friendly chord progression, but at the same time... Oh, really? It's a song for his old friend who unfortunately passed away in a plane crash. That's a shame. Thank you for letting me know, though. But, that's terrible. You know? Rest in peace, right? Yeah, it sounds like he's calling out. Sounds like he's calling out, you know? Part of what I love about the production here as well is knowing to double track those guitars on the extreme left and right of the stereo field so that the vocals remain in the center. It's such a thing it's common knowledge in the industry, but you'll be also part of what screws recording musicians is laziness, because you'll get people who record one guitar take and then they'll just duplicate it to the other side and you get phasing issues. But JJ Lin is obviously above that. Really charming tone to this overall production, despite the sadness inherent to it. You know? It's very gentle. Nice kind of melodies there. An effortless vibrato, dude. I know I say that a lot, but honestly, that's such a wonderful vibrato. Drums. Good job. That was an interesting entrance to this new chorus. On the one hand, I love the way that we've got the drums coming in with these vocal takes and the extra mid-range presence there. It's warm and soothing and really emotionally well balanced. On the other hand, as someone who loves my rock and metal and stuff like that, I could totally imagine distorted guitars coming into that point. I've just been broken by watching too many animes, right? I expect there to be like da 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 boom, you know, like it could be, but the thing is that I think what makes JJ Lin so successful is that he moves in his own direction. This is his grieving process, and he's paying tribute to his friend that loved him a lot, you know. In school age, their classmates, the girl attracted him deeply and brought breakfast. Oh no. Oh, that's really sad. I feel really sad for them now, dude. I feel really sad for them now. That's terrible. What a shame. You know, it's always a shame, man. Like, lives are so fragile. They can just be gone like that, man. So I think this is a reminder more than anything else to treasure your loved ones. And if you haven't spoken to your mates in a while, let them know you care, man. Just say hi. Give them a call, you know, send them a message. Send them a message. Just let them know that you care. You know. Yeah, Tom, I feel you, man. I mean, like, I wasn't a morning person, but I think some people legitimately just aren't, you know. I tried it a few times and maybe not feeling well. If it doesn't make you feel well, then don't do it, you know what I mean? Like, there's no need to hurt yourself to work out. That's the weird sin is, there's no need to hurt yourself to work out. It's about finding balance, right? It's about finding what works for you, you know. Nice switch up there with the strings and that change in the percussion. That vocal run was exceptional. He's pocketing. He can do all that kind of that fluttery melodic stuff that like the really skilled, talented vocalists do, but he only does it sometimes, and he only does it when needed, and that's testament to his professionalism. Kind of some nice distorted, kind of overdriven guitar parts here as well. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm getting the chills, dude. What about you guys? You guys getting chills? Oh, you know the chills you get along your arms and stuff when music resonates? Oh, dude, it's wild, man. This is basically saying goodbye, isn't it? Oh, what a sensationally pretty way to end it. What a class act, man. What a class act. Like, that's beautiful, dude. No complaints. This was a banger of a track, man. Like, from the guitar, piano elements, the combination of that with the vocals and the drums coming in. And there was, like, again, there was a lack of a pensive kind of punch to the kit for the most part, but it's almost like this song wouldn't. This is one of the few situations where I feel that a song would not have necessarily benefited from a further increase in the intensity in the outro chorus. It's like JJ Lin set the boundaries at the midway point, and the key change was that bit of extra oomph. And you guys know how I feel about key changes in the outro choruses. But it's almost like because we haven't had them often, it was earned. More than half of tracks in Shisei's album were popular song JJ wrote for other musicians in the early 90s and reproduced in the album. So is this that one that we're talking about? Is this She Says? I'm not sure which album She Says is. So if you can help a friend out. But it's kind of beautiful, isn't it? When like you write something for someone and they don't use it, and then like you use it and it resonates with people, and it's just, I suppose that comes from the heart though, doesn't it? Just before I have a look at the lyrics, is there anything else I really missed about this? And aside from the key change, the eloquence of the vocal performances, the guitar and piano combinations there with a little bit of ornamentation and complexity to them occasionally. You know, like a little bit of admonishment. I suppose we didn't need more than this. There was more than enough to entertain him, and I think with this track in particular, the focal point of it was on the message to the friend. You know, it was meant to be a tribute, and I think it was successful. So you can, I think it's very possible to easily screw up a song like that, but JJ Lin smashed it. You know, because you either do too much, you'll go like too much into it, or you'll kind of seem ineffectual or like lacking in emotion or something like that. You know, the fourth one. Thank you, I appreciate that. Kawaru Simon. Thank you, Kawaru Simon. Kawaru. I appreciate the help. Appreciate the help. Lyrics though, what do we got? Practice love. Here we go. All right, guys, I'll make it bigger for you. Yeah, is that big? I mean, I actually don't think that's big enough for you. You might need it bigger. Here we go. It's big for me. Hopefully, it's big for you. Oh, well, hey, congratulations to your friend for getting married, Tom. Congratulations. Hopefully they have a fantastic time. Like, that makes me really happy. Hopefully they have a wonderful lifetime together, you know? um Oh, sorry. No, I misunderstood it. Thank you, Martin. So they did use it, and all the songs are popular. Oh, I'm sorry, I misread it. So the deal, that's my bad. So the songs are popular, and he reproduced them. Is that right? Did I get it right that time? Thank you. The second time I got it right. But good job, Tom. Good job for doing that. Hopefully everyone has a good time. Well, it always helps if the wife plays video games, right? Otherwise, it can be very awkward when, like, you just try and relax and it's like, but why haven't you done? Why would you play video games are for children? You know, like all that kind of stuff. You don't want that, man. You don't want that in your life. Find a wife who plays video games. That's a words of wisdom right there. That ones you can play together, I suppose. That's a nice sacrifice. Okay, so what do we got here? This is a cool line. We appreciate from long distances. We feel lost in close distances. We don't know what we've got until it's gone. The sun will never meet the moon. So are we really that far apart? Are we always separated by something? I suppose not everything is easy to connect. I like the line, it is brave to refine your tears from happiness. No. Oh, really? That's cool. It's cool to hear that JJ plays Dota 2. Is Dota 2 still like popular? Because I haven't heard a lot about Dota 2, but I know people used to play it when I was like a bit younger. Yeah. I can tell that JJ Lin really misses this person. Wonderful tribute. Wonderful fitting tribute. We've got track number 2 now, though. Or track number 4, rather. Keiji Mei Ru Guo, if I am not mistaken. That is the pronunciation of that. Oh, no, I got it confused. No, I read... No. Oh, no. I just got rid of that. No. I went and got rid of that. No. That one. Here we go. We're good. I nearly lost it. Oh, yay. That's so cool, dude. JJ seems like a really chill dude. You know what I mean? He seems like a super chill dude. Is he good? Is he good at the games that he plays? Track number 4, though, right? Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Those really subtle strings and synth layers, man. He's got a master of that subtext. Thank you, Vion. Title, shame there's no if here. I didn't know you could do that, Vion. Dude, honestly, props. Thank you. I appreciate that. That is a good tip. That is a good tip. I'm gonna have to remember that one. Because I accidentally close stuff off and you know? Nice. Good on him. Really? The major lift? The major lift. I'm okay with it. This is his wheelhouse. There's an interesting piano accompaniment. He's not just playing the chords, he's rolling with some melodies on the right hand. Ah, good man, good man, good man. He didn't just do the ba and then ba and then ba. He played some cool little additional chord parts in it. Nice work changing it up. That's a special hook. That's great. Oh, double? Okay. What are we doing differently this time? This is a masterclass, dude. This is a masterclass, guys. How you doing, RC? Welcome to the live stream. Ah, dude, this is honestly a masterclass in music composition and production. Like, just the way that is one of the most perfect hooks I've heard in this kind of music, because I hear the bum 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 and then bum, and I hear them just stay on that root note and it's done. But then he went and lifted it, and then another chord which was maybe outside, like a parallel major or minor, and then he just goes back, and then he does it a second live with the cymbal shimmers, as you guys heard. But then it's like the strings come in. And the strings aren't panned in the center like a lead instrument, they're to the right. And usually it feels really weird and kind of empty with having nothing on the left. But his vocals were produced so well that they kind of filled out the space regardless. And then you have this kind of string walking along there. And it's like, it's so dope. It's so cool, man. So cool. Plays Dota, League of Legends. Jay Chow plays League of Legends. Dude. What does Jay Chow mean? I have to know. I have to know what Jay Chow means. I have to see him play. I want to see what position he plays. Can't forget the day he was still streaming. To be fair, man, like, if I was like in his position, I would be doing that too, man. I would be playing like video games right before I do like a show. Because it's a great way to unwind, man. You don't want to be stressed for the concert. You don't want to be stressed, man. Just play some video games. Just chill. The harmonized strings came on the left there, man. There we go. I play Fruit Ninja. Not as good as it used to be, though. How about you, man? What's your high score on Fruit Ninja, RC? So you're telling me that JJ Lin got one of the top lyricists to get involved in this track, and did you hear that bass line? Did you hear that bass line that was going on there? That's one of the most active bass lines that I've heard in a track so far this year, and I adore the fact that we're using a bass instrument to act as a pseudo lead. What level is JJ Lin on? It's like we had the first 3 tracks and I was like, okay, this is par for the course. I'm okay with this. And then suddenly he dials it to 15. And it's like, what is my life anymore? Who is JJ Lin? Is he one of my new favorite musicians? This is why he's so successful. And it's okay. It's okay, Tom Leo. I don't know if Jay would particularly want people knowing his username, because it'll he wouldn't be able to log in. He'd just get like a billion ads, you know? That chord there, like, I'm getting really excited now, because that note that comes out of nowhere. It comes out of nowhere, but it still works. It comes out of nowhere, but it still works. And it's like, holy shit. Where are we going next? Because he's using unfamiliar and unpredictable chords and little tricks like this, I'm excited. Because even though this format of like a ballad with the strings and the drums coming in and all that kind of stuff has been done before, I am unfamiliar territory. And that is so fantastic and so exciting. Eason Chan's famous songs. That's awesome. Sup, Jia Toyu? How you doing? I hope I haven't mispronounced your name too badly. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to everyone to this live stream. Hopefully everyone is hopefully I'm getting through the tracks at a decent pace. You know, I haven't had anybody tell me to hurry up yet though. So that's great. Here we go. Good man. No, you're not doing a guitar solo. No. No, you did not just put a little guitar solo in there as well. This is like the tick off the things that Logan's Shogin likes checklist. Like, no. I'm like so excited. Like for real, I'm excited. I'm so excited right now. I love this song. It's probably one of my favorite songs that I've heard in these top 5 Spotifys. Although I really need to calibrate what that means. Probably like there's like a few tracks that I put up the top. There's like Her Eyelashes by Jay Chou is in my top 10. Bubbles by GEM is also there. I feel like such a dick for saying this. The song from Beyond, the one like Beyond the Seas or something like that, like the seas, across the oceans. There's one of the most popular tracks in Beyond is up there. What else? And probably this one from JJ Lin. David Tao. I'd have to look through David Tao's stuff, you know. Yeah, dude. You see a party trick, man. You got this going on. The hair is gone, man. It's all gone. It's all gone. I look like an adult. My mom saw me today and she was like, "Oh, you look like a grown up." So apparently I look like a grown up now. So that's great. That's cool. So there you go. It's I'm gonna be rocking this look for a while. My hairstylist told me to come back in more often, and not because I pay him money, but because he felt bad that I let my hair get that long. So I'm gonna be having like that style for a while now. So I gotta update all the thumbnails and stuff like that. But anyways, yeah, that's me, man. I got the short hair now. It's all good. No, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I did, didn't I? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hang on. I know I've forgotten. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. Why? Why do I forget that, man? Thank you, RC. I appreciate the support. It's good to know I can go do that now. Yeah. All right, screw it. Fine. I will keep it off. Screw it. Just took off a suit. There you go. No hat. No hat for the rest of the stream. We're just keeping the beanie off, okay? As recommended by the chat. All good. Yeah, I know. I think with that song, there's like this part of my brain which, when I listen to that song by Zhang Yuxing, I go, "Oh, I had a really incredibly intense emotional experience with it." And then it'll just sit there as like a part of my being, and then I'll be like, "Oh, we're gonna listen to this song again." And every time that solo comes in, it hits me like an absolute like meteorite, man. It's just cried. Yeah, I know. I cried. Someone told me that I cried 3 times. Someone told me that I cried 3 times. Each time I hear that song by Zhang Yuxing, each time I cry. And it's because that's how great it is. That is how much of a phenomenal track that song is. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Anyways, thank you for reminding me about Zhang Yuxing. Oh man, I'm getting emotional just thinking about that song. But yeah, this is definitely an absolute banger. We'll keep listening to it, eh? No, you can't have a choir come in, JJ Lin. You can't just keep giving more and more and more and more and more. I seriously, I need every single musician to listen to this song and learn what they can from it. Like, I review musicians on a daily basis. I think that honestly, like, if I could, I would get every single musician I review to listen to this song, and I want them to tell me at least 5 to 10 things that JJ Lin does right. No. No. Report. Here we go. No. Hey, the first spam. Hey, the first spam posts. We almost had spam posts, everyone, but now they've gone away. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's just thank you so much. 'Cause like thank you. I will keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind. I might reserve that for after the live stream though. I'll be a bit unprofessional. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dudes. For real. Like, just quickly, because I know we've got to continue. I know we've got to continue the live stream because you guys are here to have me review JJ Lin. I got offered fraudulent sponsorships by people. So, like, there are companies that go around and they offer you sponsorships, but it's for complete garbage, and they promise to pay you in NFTs and stuff like that. So the channel is growing a little bit, you know? So we're just going to keep going, and then eventually one day, maybe the channel will get a real sponsorship. But until then, we shall continue. Thank you for your help with reporting the spam chat. Oh, dude, these backing vocals came in at the exact perfect time, man. Exact perfect time. Dude, that's one of the most, like, that is one of the most damn near perfect tracks I've heard in my entire life. Like, gonna go to Deepal, because I gotta make sure that I get the messages, you know. That I get the messages. That's me, Mermaid Zhang Nan. That I've got that from here. We got that. That is what I've got from that message there. Zhao Tianba. That's me, Mermaid Zhang Nan. Is that like songs that like JJ Lin's done? Thank you for coming along, by the way. I do appreciate people coming along to this live stream. I'll put that back over there, though. I'll put that back over here. But yeah, I don't think that JJ Lin could have done a thing to improve it. It's a masterclass in how to develop a theme, to keep it interesting throughout. No filler whatsoever. That is JJ Lin. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Gonna say, here. Gonna go, thank you. English. Can I go here? Can I go like, eh? Does that translate well? There we go. Cool, thank you. Ah. That's good that he has lots of songs, Chevy Luke. I appreciate that. Fabs from the early time. So, yeah, no, like, what? Are there any other songs that are as good as this, in your opinions? Like, what other songs should we... Should we do a JJ Lin album? Make a poll, eh? Yeah. Here we go. JJ Lin album review. We'll do that. Yeah, we could do an album review of a JJ Lin album. I'd be keen for that. That might be something that's cool. I'll unpin the message here. Here we go. Cool. But it's good to hear everyone's favorites, eh? Most are made for someone. That would not surprise me, to be fair, you know? Like, he seems like the kind of person who makes them songs for people who are very important to him, and they are great ways of... They're very expressive, you know? Like, and it's one thing to be able to write songs for someone, but to do it with the level of musical articulation in combination with the wonderful lyrics and the vocal performance there is absolutely sublime. But we'll have a look through his lyrics, and then we'll do the last song, because we've got one more song after this for today. It's been a bit of a longer live stream. We've just been chatting a bit, and some fun stuff's occurred, but it's good. It's all good. Thank you. It's just all chill. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, it's okay. Tom, don't worry. We'll do album 7 next weekend. Album 7 next weekend, okay? We'll be all good. If you can afford to miss those mistakes, you have time to repent. I like that idea, you know, why should you be so self-centered in the face of love? We should let it go step by step instead. I kind of like the fact that we're like trying to sort of make it less about us and more about just kind of being like we're trying to take it slow, because a lot of people rush into love, you know? Shouldn't be a coward when you need me to be brave. That's not me. It's nice that we're admitting fault and showing that we could have maybe improved things a little bit, you know? I like that we're also looking at like a fresh start, like a new chapter here. You know, for sorry, but there's no if. Yeah. Yeah. Ciao albums monthly, but I want to review our 2 albums per month. One from Jay, and then another fan pick. Because I think we have Faye Wong in August that we need to do. We need to do Faye Wong's album in August, and I think we're going to be doing Eason Chan in September. So we will got 2 albums a month at the moment. We did Zhang Yuxing this month, which was really well, and people seem to enjoy that. So yeah, it'll be cool, just so that we can balance out, because there's a lot of other musicians that make great music too. You know, it's all good. Yeah, so it's all good. All is left the consequence. It's all my fault. Should have spoken when it's needed. Shouldn't be a coward when you needed me to be brave. Oh, yeah, I think it's about reinvention and re-understanding each other and affirming where they're at, you know? Getting rid of the ifs and just accepting the reality of the situation, no matter how difficult it is. Yeah. Because, I mean, also, it's worth remembering, just before we go into the final track, that we'll be done with all the JL Chow albums by April next year. So then, we have 2 album reviews of all of the artists. Yeah, because I know that a lot of people came to the channel for J Chow, and I figure, okay, we'll do all the J Chow stuff, and then we'll just see what happens for the rest of 2023, you know? But it means that people have like a good 8 months worth of stuff to look forward to, so it'll be cool. It'll be good. But yeah, I've really enjoyed my time with JJ Lin today. Fantastic musician. Last track, These Adventurous Dreams of Yours by JJ Lin. Let's hear it, man. Let's do it. Last one. Loves his piano vocal intros, right? I kind of I understand the fact why we're coming with the vocals early, but I also have to appreciate and respect the fact that JJ Lin allows the piano to do the talking for him. Just gives that intro theme a bit of room to breathe, you know? Looks like Spotify tends to recommend latest music. Oh, RC, man, you give me ideas, dude. I've actually I gotta go hang out with my I gotta do some stuff with my parents after this, So I don't know if I'll be able to sneak away to go get some drinks after this, but maybe tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But thank you, RC. I appreciate the support, man. Schedule is full, .jpg. Yeah, schedule is full. And Jivi, yeah, yep, absolutely. They do, but I think at the same time, this is why I want to do the albums, so that we don't just do the new stuff in the top 5 Spotify's. We can also see a lot of the other fun stuff as well, Nice repeater on that part. Oh, those ride cymbals, dude. And the cool response to those guitars. Hey, and the drums come in there nicely and sweetly. A soft pitter-patter of the percussion there. Yeah, the jazzy progressions there, that's cool. Nice active bass line. Great choice there, man. Great choice to put those in. Dude, that slapped, man. That run there was unexpected but beloved. I got all the time for that. More vocal runs in future like that, please, JJ Lin. Gave me that 90s R&B vibe to it. He included the distorted guitar this time. He included the guitar. It's like he heard me complain about a lack of distorted guitar and like the build of the previous track and was like, oh, that's what Logan wants. I'll go re-record the song so that there's a little bit in there. Yes. Yes. More of that, please. Dude, it's a bopper, man. Oh. Give this man an Oscar. Holy wow, I'm speechless. Is this the rabbit hole that you get sucked into with JJ Lin? Where like you think you've got everything, and then he's just like, oh yeah, you want the distorted overdriven guitars? Here, have like lead twin guitar solos in there. It's just so cool. So cool. So cool, man. I love it. I love that we're not shying away from having those bends in there and a bit of, and then the shimmers on the cymbals, man. Oh, yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's the crack I needed today. I cannot emphasize how classy that was for so many different reasons. It was that luscious build, that intense friggin'... It was erotic, man. Oh, dude, that it got me a little bit, like, just because of just how, like, we're gonna listen to that again, and I'm gonna try and just listen to it. Let's just appreciate it, okay? We're gonna appreciate it together. It's so brief but so meaningful, dude. It's so brief but so meaningful. And the piano line just follows this out. Fantastic dynamic range to the performance. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that we haven't listened to JJ Lin up until now. For several reasons. One, I know that people have wanted me to listen to his music for a long time. He's been on the list for a while. Two, I think I've had a spiritual awakening after listening to these tracks today. I don't usually... Not gonna cry because like I don't. It's almost like the feeling was so raw that it elicited an emotion on a physical physical basis. I was in awe of it. It was almost so impressive, and just how it lifted there. There was an incredulity to it. I don't know how to describe it. I think it was the feeling of not having heard that before. And I don't know about you guys, but like maybe, hey, when was the last time you listened to music where it was genuinely something you hadn't felt that you'd heard before? Because a lot of music that's produced nowadays harkens back to previously released material or genres and has those kind of influences there. I listen to that and I think, really, like, usually people suffocate the listener with a chorus like that, with the build there, because it's huge, it's the big finish, but he just came in and out and just finished it. It was about the vibe more than the impact, the presence of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, he knew that it was enough just to have a little bit, and that restraint is so impressive. Wow. Wow, dude. I'm not even mad. Like, it's like, I I wish that, like, musicians that was releasing material today, I hope all of them are putting as much effort into it as JJ Lin is, because I feel as if you have to be this good in order to find success in the music industry. There's so much competition. You have to be as good as this. Otherwise, it's gonna be really tough, you know? Where'd it go? What? Where did that go? Where did the song go? What? Where did there was an image up here. It's gone now. Where did the image go? Yeah, exactly. I don't know the lyrics and it's getting me like that, man. That's the power of music. That's the power of music. Music that is as well written and well performed and is authentic and well produced will make you feel stuff before you even know what it means. We need to be writing music that is that good. Because if you're not writing music that affects people, then what's the point? What's the point of write it for yourself, right? But if you are wanting to have a career as a musician, if you are wanting to make, like, music that to show people and to perform for people, there is no point unless it affects people, you know? Slipknot's a great example of it. Slipknot is some of it is so feral, right? But you listen to, like, what, there's that one track by Slipknot that's about the passing of one of the band members. Um and I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but there's like an acoustic track there. Um Slipknot. Who was it? Who was Slipknot? Um Snuff. The song Snuff by Slipknot. That there, I think that's it. It's so heavy. It starts so softly and sweetly, and the vocals are absolutely phenomenal and sweet and sincere, but it kicks you in the teeth at the end, and you kind of want it to. It's a visceral experience, dude. Also, he's Jay's closest friend. Jay took Jay for a trip to Singapore on Jay's show. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. I'm glad that they get along. I'm glad that they get along, you know? Yeah, lyrics, right? Is this still, like, huge? No, it's not. There we go. That's probably too big. That is now too big. There we go. Cool, we're good. Oh. Oh no, RC. Oh no. You C5 note boy. Oh no. If your boy is a C5, does that mean that, because, what is the name of the sister? Is it C6? Is it a C7? Is it like a really high pitched kind of scream? You know? I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully the kids are doing okay though, RC. Hopefully the kids are doing okay today. And the love stories like to say, the more the heart perseveres, the double the heartache. That's a brutal line. It's true though, right? The more you hold on to something, the more difficult it can be to grip onto. It can kind of cut you a little bit, you know what I mean? But paper airplanes on a rainy day eventually will fail. Yeah, if you have these dreams and ambitions and this want to be with someone and they kept getting swept under the rug or getting abused, Maria Callas. I see. I see. What makes a song heavy? Several things. Several things. One, tone, like frequency rise and arrangement wise and like stereo field wise. You've got the music is surrounding you. There, things are stacked in each of the different frequency spectrums. So you've got stuff happening in the low, mid, and high. It's typically like compressed to a point where everything's glued really well, so everything's a similar loudness. You've got a lot of, usually the heaviness comes with like a distortion, an overdrive or something like that. So it's got a harshness to the tonality of it. And it's like a perceived loudness that comes from a boost here, a boom, kind of an oomph. And like it kicks, it hits you, you can feel it. That's what heaviness is, I think. It's being able to feel it. A lot of it also comes down to sub bass. Well, if you get a sub bass resonance through your headphones, like a car speaker system or something like that, that's what that is. That is the heaviness there. You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense, Elsie. Elsie, that's the best I can give you off the top of my head, but it's a good question. I'm lost and tired waiting for you, and I can't turn around again. Yeah, I can vibe with that. You really don't understand. My love has been grounded. I see. What was the name of that song there? Those were the days. Because this is the conclusion. This is the conclusion of my review of JJ Lin's top 5 tracks on Spotify. This has been a fantastic experience for me, and I'm very grateful to all of you who have asked me to review JJ Lin's music because it was nice to actually focus on it. You know, I think we've listened to a JJ Lin with some of the work he's done with other musicians in the past, but it's another thing entirely to be able to actually just focus on him alone. And a lot of the strength of what JJ Lin has within himself as a musician. Obviously, the stories that we have here are of lost friends, and it's a grieving process, and some is love and heartache and sort of coming to terms with your thoughts and your emotions and all that kind of stuff. And that's complicated and difficult to deal with. I think there will be people who can not only listen to this music and understand it and relate to it, but I feel as if there may be some healing that people do through listening to JJ Lin's work. A lot of musicians will play around with varying textures and tonalities when they perform as singers, and sometimes, occasionally, they will overstep the boundaries a little bit in the sense that they will go a little bit harder than they maybe need to in order to sound like it makes sense with the music. JJ Lin has a persistent and consistent softness to his vocal performance there that really makes it seem like he's really kind. You know, there are some lines that we've read today in the lyrics where we've sort of wondered where JJ Lin is going with it. You know, like, is JJ Lin more reserved? Is it going to be sort of more of a fierce, complicated sort of tone and vibrant, sort of vibrant tonality to it? But ultimately, JJ Lin is such a mature, and I sound like I'm being really kind. I'm not. This is legitimately my analysis of it. We have a musician, I think, that is emotionally and you know, he's mature for his age, and he has, while he talks about stuff that a lot of people go through, and it's not like necessarily groundbreaking stuff like philosophically, at the same time, it seems like an authentic and sincere experience with someone who not only has a good fundamental understanding of music theory and composition as well as vocal technique, but also is able to use ornamentation, legato, vibrato, and also ghost notes and accents. And there's little changes with the way he phrases things, and he knows how to do the key changes as well. And there's just so much to appreciate. And he also does not take the listener's attention for granted. There are various different little tail ends to these melodies. While he doesn't change his vocal texture, like there's not a lot of vocal fry or anything like that. I think part of what allows JJ Lin to work is that he is consistent with his delivery, so that you never feel as though it's too much. You know, I thoroughly enjoy what we've done with the structural parts of these tracks. You know, like they're mostly ballads. You know, a lot of these are kind of like contemporary tracks, like verse, bridges, and choruses, and there's some interlude sections. I enjoyed the solo sections, not because I'm like, oh, there's a guitar, but like because of the fact that they were there because we wanted them there. It was that we understood. I think JJ Lin, when he wrote these songs, understood that he had something to offer as a singer. But it was more or less a situation where he not only knew he had value as a vocalist and as a storyteller, remembering, of course, with me being aware of the fact that he had other lyricists to work with him, as I've been sort of educated along the way, you know. Um, but like, it's not only the fact that like we had these verses and chorus and solo sections. It's just that we also didn't take the themes of the music for granted when we had keychains or we had like various development instruments, and we had so many different instruments there. Although the primary ones that we had for the most part were the guitars and the pianos and the drums and the bass and all that kind of stuff. There were strings as well, orchestral moments. Although I hesitate to say orchestral because it was mostly string instruments. You know, there was like a string section that we had alongside the guitar, bass, drums, and piano. And sometimes there were these little inverse synthy bits as well. There were like different tones to the guitars and everything like that. There was like an R&B softness that came in there with a musician who was incredible on the microphone, and I believe is in a really great place to be where they are in the music industry nowadays. It makes an ineffable amount of sense to me that we've got like 1.7 million monthly listeners. I think if it had been less than that, it would have been suspicious. I can understand entirely why we have tens of millions of players in each of these songs. These tracks encompass a lot of the sort of commonplace, like what much loved and popular themes of these interesting chord progressions with with fascinating, occasionally and unpredictable jazzy progressions. There were some relative majors and minors that we had, and I mean, in addition to that, like honestly, like when I hear this, I think, okay, what more could you ask for? And then he brings out another instrument. It's the development of the theme as we go along as well. It's not just the fact that we have interesting bass lines and chord progressions and we have the occasional key signatures. The textures never become stale. We know to stick those voicings on one hand, and he'll come back to them in the next. It's elaborate, it's complex, but it's what you need to do to succeed. Yep, I agree, Martin. One of the big four male Chinese pop musicians. I mean, you know, like one of the top male pop musicians I can think of, to be honest. And I say that without hyperbole. Without hyperbole. I personally would put this above many of the Western contemporaries that I listen to, like from places like the States and stuff, primarily because I think that this music, it is more content rich. A lot of the stuff I hear from places like the States and stuff is heavily auto-tuned. It's no, stop it. Stop it. None of that. Stop it. Stop it. Hide out. Stop it. How did they do that? How did they do it again? That's weird, but they must have found like a different way to get access to it. I'm gonna report as well. Go there. There we go. Cool. That's 2 times now I've had that. He is Singaporean. Well, that's a good point, Tom. If he's Singaporean, then he's Singaporean, right? Yeah, there we go. One of the best Singaporean musicians I've heard in an incredibly long time. In fact, I don't. What other amazing musicians are from Singapore? What other amazing musicians are from Singapore? Feel free to let me know. I want to hear more, honestly. Like, if they're at this caliber, then I've got time for it, you know? Oh, right. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's hard for me to tell It's hard for me to tell, okay? I get confused, alright? But yeah. I think like to try and dissect the each of these little intricacies of these riffs. We spoke about them as we go along. Hey, Stephanie Sun, right? Of course, I've put that on the list, haven't I? Stephanie Sun. Yep, Stephanie Sun's on the list. Oh, cool. Well, thank you for the recommendations. Do is his friend or classmate. This is wild. The production, no. Final thing for today. The production. Flawless. It's got that old school kind of analog disc, you know, lots of dynamic range, but, you know, balanced incredibly sweetly kind of groove. Tanya Schwa. Okay, we'll add that too. That's cool. We'll add that to the list. The more the merrier, guys. The more the merrier. Because I'm happy to, like, check out more. You know what I mean? Like, it's chill. It's chill. Music is bountiful, man. But, like, the compression limiting effects change. I mean, I don't even really feel the need to really sort of elaborate. I think everyone listening to JJ Lin knows that we're going through the major labels. We've got the $1 million studios involved. I just like the fact that they're letting JJ Lin be JJ Lin and not overcomplicating or overcompensating on the production or autotune or anything like that. I got all the time in the world for that. Well done. Now, before we go, just want to thank everyone for coming along to this live stream. I had a great time. Hopefully you did too. If you did, please do like and subscribe, as we're going to be doing J Chow album next week, Still Fantasy, as well as other live streams. We usually do live streams on Saturdays and Sundays. Also, if you have a song that you would like me to review, you can always come along to the fan request live stream that is going to be next Sunday. Okay? So that's where people can come along, submit songs for like fan requests, and we can check them out. And it's a good time. It's a good time usually, as long as we don't get copyright blocked. But we've been sorting that out recently. Thank you very much for watching my SP Livestreams Top 5 Spotify for JJ Lin. It would absolutely, Martin. I think it would ruin his voice. Absolutely. He's the way that he acts and performs. It would ruin his voice if he used autotune. Absolutely. If you liked listening to JJ Lin today, please do go show him some love via his various social medias and his Spotify page. Stay cool and stay safe, and please remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. And I will catch you in the next review. Spiderhands out. 3, 2, 1. And thank you, Tom. I see you. Thank you, Tom, for subscribing. See you later.